We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The first carry now for Benny Snell. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, it's Snell. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
I hate this win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Powerful running, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh,
and it's
God.
incomplete.
That
Both
should have been
players
big.
had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12.
Philip Dorsett.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive.
Wow.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. A quick throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Successful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
I see.
He'll get up a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton, Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it bangs
we both got to fix our game.
No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him getting body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this return is going to be halted right around the line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is
God, this all Madden thing sucks ass.
Let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Thank you. What the fuck? You can get a pick when he's behind me, but I can't get a pick when I'm in front of him? That's fucking BS.
The intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton.
No!
Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts.
Yes.
This time on 3rd down.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Now a give here to Snell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. Snell.
Boom.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The Raiders' 11-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He's not ready for this. He's not ready for this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Dobbs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Steelers 7, Raiders 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
I can't.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Logan. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
No! Get off! This is fucking annoying.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want. Anytime they want to throw the football, there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, Dobbs is way better than fucking Carson Wentz. Why do we trade for Carson?
41 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And this one's right through, making a 14-3 ball game.
I should just cut my second one quick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I left him wide open.
What? That's caught inside the 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs, 63 yards. And the Raiders.
What the fuck just happened? Who's watching this? Bro, someone explain what the fuck just happened.
Steelers are able to strike
tell me
quickly
what the
for
fuck
6.
just happened. This nigga
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Raiders 10.
I need to see this replay.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh my God! How does he pick these up?
Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone.
I thought always had in a high point and it's just I could
and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Hello.
He lost the football.
Wow.
It's out.
His line
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show me.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown.
Complete to number
Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Keep on picking Ohio, so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
first down.
He'll find Smith.
Why
Schuster.
did you
That's
catch
complete.
it?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Okay, what is that?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They fake the give. Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing.
Please don't commit the penalty for going below the knees.
Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got a first down and more past the 30. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
You know what I noticed? I'm trying to run that playbook against him. I shouldn't really be running that playbook. I should run easy stuff on him. I think that's what he's getting me.
Extra point now by Boswell.
I can stop him in defense. Oh my God.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
I can stop him in defense.
Raiders 16.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter...
Why? Did I leave rugs on open? That was stupid.
And he is in.
I was like,
Touchdown,
I saw that shit
Raiders.
last second.
Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
I saw that
as
shit
his
last
guys are
second.
able to regain the lead. Boy, the action just coming
fuck
fast
me. I
and
didn't
furious
see.
right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge,
Let's
you
listen
picked
to
the
the-
wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away
why
from
do
the
you look for
action,
2?
my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
It tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. To throw, it's Wentz.
It took so long. So glad he
It's
dropped it.
incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down now. Snell, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I just noticed that.
Now Wentz.
Fix that. Thank you.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The tackle made by Lawrence Guy.
From the 27, Wentz.
Damn, I said I heard
inside
it.
the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. That
That's
is
right,
caught.
Juju.
It's Juju
Get that one
for
handed.
the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front, and he's able to put it through.
Hits the score. Steelers 28. Raiders 25.
Ball down to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oh, wow.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Yes.
Now it's football. The ball comes out. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Coño, te estoy viendo que la pinche pelota es mía, puta.
One guy doesn't get him home. The
Súbate, huevo, no soy mi verga.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
No,
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the handoff, it's Snell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They're going to run again with Snell. Pulls him over. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
No, puto huevo.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Where's that cross? There it is. Mesh.
Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On 1st down, Logan. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Kenyon Drake on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And a chance that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff
That was on
Heath.
me.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Las Vegas.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the Steelers' 24-yard.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
If you go for 2, I can still make 2 touchdowns and fucking tie the game.
Point after now from Catanzaro.
For the extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return comes Drake. And he is out of bounds here
stupid.
on the return.
I'm stupid.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. He's out of bounds.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A gain of 6 there on first. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive. Okay. About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Nigga, what?
You
trust my...
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Wasn't I up?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, alongside